Hopefully everybody is doing good. Today is February, April 21st, 2026. And I'm on here to talk about surviving a stroke. I had a mild stroke January, I'm going to say it's January 23rd, January 24th, sometime. Didn't even realize I was having a stroke. So on February, I keep saying February. I meant January 23rd. I came to work as usual. I was writing on the board. Yes, hold on. Yes, yes. I was writing on the board and I noticed that I was writing, my penmanship was very sloppy. But of course, I didn't pay it no mind. I was writing the word good, and I wrote the word good twice. And I was like, wow, this is so sloppy. So I just went on about my day, but I noticed that I was extremely tired. And somebody said that my nose, I kept blowing my nose. Don't know why I kept blowing my nose, but anyway, I kept blowing my nose. And I went on throughout the day, just feeling really tired. So as I went to go get in my car, I called my son and I told my son, I said, wow, I'm just so tired. I don't even know why I'm so tired. He said, Ma, you probably need to get something to eat. January is our fasting month. So I was fasting. We fast from 6 to 6 in January. So I went on and I said, well, yeah, I'm going to get me something to eat. So I called my granddaughter Erica, and I said, Erica, could you go up the street? Because where she lives at is this place called Chicken and Waffles. And I love some chicken and waffles. Now, mind you, I had been eating right since December 8th, so I had already changed all my eating habits before I had the stroke. So I figured I'd get me something greasy that, grease kills all. Yeah. So I went and so she brought me some. Well, she ended up going to Popeyes and just getting me a piece of chicken. So I got a piece of chicken, and I ate the chicken. And later on, still went out throughout the day like nothing. So throughout the night, I these kids acting. So I went throughout the day, went throughout the night, I should say. Went throughout the night, and I kept getting up, kept getting up. My side was hurting, and I was like, why am I in so much pain? I thought about getting up, taking a Tylenol, but didn't get up. I got up 3 times throughout the night, and every time that I got up, I would stumble like I would almost fall. And I remember there being this pink chair in the room, and I said, man, I should move this chair because I might fall. But then again, I have a something else in my room, and I would always, when I get up, I would always grab that. So I would grab that, and then I would just go to the restroom. I remember getting up 3 times, and each time I would stumble, and I was just so tired. I said, man, I must be really tired. So fast forward to the morning. So I got up the next morning, and I was just really, and I'm not late for work. I'm hardly never, well, not late for work. And so I got up, got ready. I could not get my sock on my right foot. I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world is going on? I can't get my sock on. If I couldn't get my sock on, I couldn't get my shoe on. So couldn't get on my sock or my shoe. So then I just said, I kept pushing, 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 pushing. So what I did was, so I got up. No, I sat back down in the chair. I sat in the chair, and I was like, oh, I gotta get up. It is 7 o'clock already, and I'm supposed to be work by. I try to leave out the house by 7 o'clock so I can get to work on time. So I was getting ready to go down the steps. So my coworker called, and she was like, Miss Hardy, Now, she told me this after the fact. That's why she wanted me to open up the side door for her because she know I'm at work early, so I could let her in the door. And I just bust out, started crying. And she said, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong?" I said, "I don't know. I can't. I just can't get myself together." And she said, "Don't you leave out that house." Mind you, I was up the step. She said, "Don't leave out that house." So, me being me, I walked down those steps. I went out the back door. I was able to lock my door. I was able to get in the car, start the car. The door, my side door, my door was still open. And then here come her and her husband. They were behind me. So I started, like I said, started up the car. Miss Hardy, don't move that car. So they opened up the door and they called my son. Then they called the ambulance because I was just like out of it, but I could still hear everything that's going on. So I'm in a classroom. So if you hear noise, you 11 years old. Um, so you made me lose my train of thought when I was answering your question. So I they called they called the ambulance and everything. So I got out the car, and the guy said it looked like Miss Hardy had a stroke. So the ambulance came and they said, "Yep, she had a stroke." So went to the hospital. And the rest is history. And I'll tell you that in my next chapter because these kids are getting really loud now. So, all right, thanks for listening. I'm a